You can use any size of ribbon to make a bow tie bow. Just use our size guide to see what size of ribbon you need for the size of bow that you want. For this tutorial, I'm working with 1.5 inch ribbon, and this size of ribbon makes 3 to 5 inch bows. When you're purchasing your ribbon, be sure to get coordinating ribbon for the center of the bow, and I'm using this 7/8 inch ribbon for the center. So I want my bow to be 3.5 inches, so now we're going to figure out how much ribbon we need to cut. So take the size of the bow you want and double it, then add half an inch to an inch. So if I want 3.5 inches, double that is 7, and then add 1 inch. So I'm cutting my ribbon to 8 inches, and then remember to seal your ends. Now we're going to make the bow. Make sure to have a needle and thread ready. So take your ribbon and make a loop. Then you're going to overlap the ribbon about half an inch. And then fold it down. And then there's 2 ways that you can fold the ribbon into a bow, and I'm going to show you both ways. Now this first way, you take your needle and you bring it in the center on the bottom, and then bring it up, and then bring it down, and then bring it up again, and then you just pull your needle through and then tighten it up. And what that does is it just makes the folds for you really easily, and then just go ahead and wrap your ribbon around and tighten it. You just tighten until there's no more give, and then stitch it off in the back. Okay, and that's the first way of making this bow. The second way of making this bow just gives you a little bit more control over the folds in the ribbon. So make your loop, and then you're going to take your needle and come through the back and come in the back in the center of the ribbon. And then pull it through, and then wrap it around, and then you're going to create those same creases. Like so. There's your second way of making the bow tie bow. This bow is seriously so easy and fun, and ribbon is way easier to use than fabric, and you can also use ribbon to make bow ties for the guys. Use ribbon for the neckband or even elastic, and you can slip it right over their heads. So now we're going to finish this bow by adding it to a French barrette. So take your lined clip and your smaller piece of coordinating ribbon, flip your bow over, and we're going to add hot glue on the clip. And then place your bow on. And then now, just make sure it's centered in the back. Take the back of your, since this is a French barrette, we gotta take the center of it out. And now we're gonna put the center coordinating ribbon on. So place a little bit of glue in the center of the bow. Place the middle of your coordinating ribbon down. Just make sure it's centered. And then we're going to put a little bit of glue on the back of the clip. And then just bring that ribbon down, and you can tighten it when you bring it down, or how I did, I didn't pull it down all the way, I just left it kind of loose because I don't want my middle ribbon to be scrunched up. So once that's dried or cooled down, just take your scissors and cut, and then make sure to seal the ends of that ribbon. Now we're going to do the other side, so place hot glue on the barrette again, and then bring that ribbon over and just turn it around to make sure that it looks how you want it to look. And then sometimes you can even double it over if you'd like. See if you can see here, there's a little bit, you can see a little bit of that glue right there. And so bringing this around covers that up. Now place hot glue and bring the ribbon over. And then take the springy part of the French barrette and just place it back in there. And your bow tie bow is all finished. I just wanted to show you really quick. This is a bow tie bow on a headband, and it is made with the 3/8 of an inch ribbon in the center, and that gives it a different look from the other bow that we just made. They're both really cute, they're just a little bit different. And this bow, like I said earlier, you can make these for dressing up your little guy. Here's an example of one I did for my boys for my brother's wedding. So I used 2 1/4 inch ribbon and then folded that ribbon in half for my center. And then you can make a neckband out of just grosgrain ribbon. This is 5/8 of an inch, and then I just added Velcro on the ends just to make a really easy band to make a very, very quick bow tie bow for your little guy. They're super easy and just so cute. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and be sure to check out theribbonretreat.com for all your hair bow making needs, and also be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for a new tutorial each week. Thank you.